it is I, Mystery, and welcome back to, well, the first episode, second for me, of Pokemon Legends Arceus. What do I mean by second for me? Well, a small thing happened with the first one that I did last night, like right after Legend Arceus was allowed to be played in my area. I went in, I did 30 minutes of it, and it turned out the entire time my audio was being doubled. And there's a delay in one, but not the other. So it sounded like I was in an echo chamber for the entire episode. Now, I would have continued playing on that account, or playing with that profile, if I hadn't been an idiot and deleted the video. So, yeah, just to let you know, I played through the first 30 minutes, but it'll still be fun. I'd still like to name the character the same thing. We're still going in English. I've just done this before. Unintentionally. Still should... Saw that glowing spark before. Looks like a shiny. Still looks amazing, though. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both space and time. Okay, I guess we're going with that voice now. For Arceus. It is well that thou art here. I mean, last time I did some sort of like false, awful Russian voice, so I think this works better, but whatever. I am that which humans call Arceus. Hey, hi Arceus. It'll be fun if we get to catch Arceus at the end of the game. That'll definitely be amazing. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. And I guess I'll tell you right now, because I said it earlier in the episode, or said it earlier last episode. So I've got a decent amount of experience with Pokemon. I've played through Gen 2, Gen 3, the remakes, or as Gen 5 was my first gen, White 2, I've technically beat it twice. And then I've played Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 8. And I've stepped foot in every single region but Sinnoh. Now, technically, I will be this will be the first time I'll be playing through a Sinnoh game. Because Hisui is like an ancient Sinnoh. I mean, First City's Jubillife. And though I don't know a ton about Sinnoh, if I remember correctly, or I know a bit about Sinnoh, even though I haven't played Sinnoh, I think Jubillife is a town, a village in Sinnoh, isn't it? Anyway, Arceus wants to know what we look like. I'm gonna go for her again. Or I'm just gonna do the same thing. What is thy name? I went for ssuueeccrraa. We'll slow it down a little bit. Shoot. Misspelt my own name. Okay, yep. Doubling it brought it to 12. And I don't know why, but I just decided to name my character Arceus backwards. Just, I don't know. But now it's extra slowed, so it's ssuueeccrraa. Nice. Ssuueeccrraa. That didn't sound amazing, but whatever. I'm fine with it. Soon, thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. That's fun. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Fun. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. I'd say I can recognize almost every single Pokemon. Not any in Legend Arceus because, unlike any other Pokemon game, this is the most, or I haven't watched like any trailer but the first one, and I haven't paid attention to any of the leak news or anything. So yeah, this will be the so this whole playthrough will be the blindest I've ever gone into a Pokemon game. But technically the first 30 minutes I played through, except yeah, as I said, I had technical difficulties. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for 40 or 50 minutes this time because I'd like to get the new game. Okay, we'll try to get through this faster though, but I'll still give it its due time. And I have noticed they do capitalize the first letter if you do not capitalize it, which I find interesting. Anyway, ssuueeccrraa. Sounds like a door's trying to open. Seek out all the Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. I hope that's true. I'd really like to catch Arceus. And it's cool they have a title mythical instead of title legendary Pokemon. Probably just blurs the line between legendary and mythical far more. An iPhone 11, that's what I have. Sort of. It sort of looks like an iPhone 11. Mine has a weird case. It's, I think it's supposed to fit, but it has a massive window for the camera. Arceus. I am Arceus. Sup, dude? This is a beautiful scene, though. I'm a big fan. Okay. Glowing Arceus. Hello! You've got the light of the world, little girl. I don't know. I just don't know. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Blue Pokemon this time, instead of the typical red. I commented in the previous recording session that I'm a big fan of that loading screen. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, don't you? Won't you? That's a, it'll probably be quieter other times because right now I'm alone in the house, I hope. So, I mean, my original voice was basically the same thing for this guy, but it wasn't quite. Some Pokemon. Are you alive, my girl? This is gonna hurt my voice, isn't it? Mr. I won't say. It looks like he has a bicycle helmet of some sort on. That is an interesting hat. See how long this goes. You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. Eventually, I started thinking that voice reminded me of the bug from Men in Black. But anyway. But thank goodness you seem unharmed! Who are you? Where am I? Let's go. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same! I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I may have to start doing that quieter. I see I'm going deep into the red, but whatever. Won't be for long. I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Come on, man. I'm a very fashionable woman. Shut up with your judginess. I took me 8 hours to choose this outfit. This short pants and one t-shirt. I don't know. Let's go with I doubt it. Very sad looking. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have anywhere you could stay around here? His voice has changed. I think I'm gonna need to start quieting down. No, nowhere. I don't know. Let's go with, I don't know. Just nods no. So you don't know anyone around here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you sure you'll be able to survive? I just don't know what to do with that. I just don't know what to do. Somehow, I guess. Let's be optimistic. Somehow, I guess. Optimistic, I meant to say. Pokemon are concerned. Okay. Well, I see! Nice voice crack. I see! Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Wow! Boom! Hisui! That sounds awful. Plish plash. Plish plash. Oh my! I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Which voice should I go for instead of that? Because it's gonna kill my voice. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. Not exactly. Of course I do. I've just given my history with Pokemon. Yes, I know what a Pokemon is. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? I don't know what I'm going for, but it'll definitely be easier on my voice, so I'll go for it. Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Ah, yes, and what might your name be? It's a lot longer than your name. Oh, so you're called ssuueeccrraa. Why is your name so slowly said? I don't know, I just came up with it, sir. That name has quite the ring to it. I mean, it is Arceus said slowly and backwards, so yeah. Obviously, it has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. As I said, come on, man, don't you pay any attention? And then they just immediately, show the guy's name. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. I mean, though you somehow know my name before I've said it, my name is Laventon. I am something of a professor of Pokemon. I don't know what I'm saying now. Fun chance to test out my mic a bit. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, creatures such as E3. What? Oh, blast and bother! My darling Pokemon! Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you can help me round them up? I beg you. Don't mind my voice. Wait, you 3, wait! At least I've gotten away from the mic. Okay. Arc phone over there. We get to see it in all its cool glory. Can we go behind this? Ooh. Fun noises. Fun dust cloud. I wonder if those will mean something soon. Whatever. We need to go. I want to visit new things, see new sights. Excuse me. Okay. That's a very cool looking phone. Anyway, there's a glowing beeping object over there. Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to talk to the phone. I want to say good morning or midday. It's midday for me. You found something that resembles a phone. Because it is a phone, it's your phone. Upgraded by the god of Pokemon itself. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. I like how she has like an inner mouth. Like you can see inside her mouth, her bottom teeth, and they're all fused together. Anyway, a message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. hold on. Isn't Arceus a Pokemon? So I guess you just have to get everybody else and then show up to Arceus' room and be like, "Yo, this is my collection. You happy now? Are you not entertained? Do you want to get inside my ball?" Okay. Okay. Yep. I've been moving the camera for quite a while. Huh. Oh, it's slower. Interesting. She's not even... She's like... she's like crawling up. Slowly. Anyway. By the way, what's interesting is... her shirt looks like it's from a Lola, doesn't it? I mean, not necessarily the luxury ball, but... it certainly has, like, the flowers, the waves, the, tree. The text looks somewhat Thai as well, which is interesting. And look at that site. I'm guessing something big will happen there. It looks amazing, though. It looks like the loading screen. Anyway, let's go see what's up with Mr. Laventon. Pick up a rock and toss it at his head. His hat's too big. Couldn't do any major damage. Anyway. Sigh, alas, yet another miss. Aha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. Don't mind me. I'm testing out my microphone by going really loud and quiet. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. Cool. I am not, but I'm close. I love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. I know about them, Rowlet. Grassy, photosynthesizes like a plant, uses its sharp feathers to beat things up. Growl! Cool. Boom! Cyndaquil gets very startled and shoots fire at its back, which doesn't seem super comfortable. Boom! Once again. And Hisui! Just running like some sort of Naruto character. I don't know. Near the pond, it's Hisui. Hisui naps and floats on water and becomes samurai. Splash! And yeah, catching Pokemon, yeah, Pokeballs, give me them. Something about, yeah. I've attained 50, which is insane. I know what a Pokeball is, especially one of these. Yeah. I need to toss them in. They're able to shrink themselves down to minuscule size and get your balls, which is sort of funny. Pokeball, I guess also they just can do this. I don't know. I thought it was the ball that did it. I thought the ball did the shrinking, but according to Laventon here, you basically like compel the Pokemon to get in one, and they like shrink down. He has no one else to turn to, and he wants someone to catch his runaways. Toss it. He doesn't know how to toss a frickin' ball, but I do. Go away. Yeah, let's go for Hisui. You basically just like press and hold. You catch them all and you can't escape them. I tried getting behind a rock, don't mind me. Oh, wonderful! Excuse me. Oh, wonderful. You've got a Pokemon. It seems you have quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Ssuueeccrraa. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Yep. Only two of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Okay. Because I'm not. They haven't killed my family yet. I've tried getting them to, but didn't work. Yeah, then I can move it around. It's like an FPS over the shoulder, but that's not how that works. I wonder if Cyndaquil always fails. Nope. Okay. I can hardly believe it, ssuueeccrraa. That was incredible. You know, many people fear even approaching, but never mind catching them. Bravo indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpest, shall we? Ready, fast. Okay. So last time I went like Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil, and I failed on the Cyndaquil, so I'm guessing the final one just it's a guaranteed fail, at least on the first try. Yep. Oh, and she's so depressed. Her movements are really wooden. Like you see, like like she slowly goes down and snaps, goes over, snaps. Sort of funny. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. I'm not old. I'm 12. Okay. Yeah, neat. And the Rowlet just goes somewhere else. I don't understand. Now we can catch it. I tried hiding behind a rock. That didn't do anything, so don't hide behind rocks when you're trying to catch something. Probably not bad advice. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. I think I'm just gonna whisper for him instead. You see, the 3 Pokemon you have got, have just arrived at the village. I promise I can read. To help with our research, they won't listen to anyone yet. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, ssuueeccrraa, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is that you can catch Pokemon so happily when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here now. Yes, a lot of people really love Fate, so yeah, of course. Seek out all the Pokemon. That's my impression of Laventon doing an impression of Arceus, don't mind me. That object is an archiphone, you say? What an odd device could be guiding you somehow. I mean, it's the one giving me quests, so yes. Yes, it is guiding me somehow. Anyway. If you indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. I'm on a list of registered... Just kidding. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of all of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokedex. Yes, a proper Pokedex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub. Ooh, I didn't know we were going to a barbecue. I'm afraid. Just kidding. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. I've mastered it all right. Well, I haven't played Pokemon Go, but whatever. It's like he has a hinge for a neck, like whoom. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. I hope I don't pop too much in the mic. I don't have a pop filter yet. Anyway, your goal is to seek out and catch every single Pokemon that is here. Your goal is to catch all the Pokemon. My goal is to research all the Pokemon. Would you like to become a team? Come now. What do you say? Shall we help another out, my girl? You've convinced me. You've convinced me. She's happy. He has a round head. Then, whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. That's fun. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings, find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, on to Jubillife Village. See? The village that I believe is in Sinnoh. I almost threw up. Don't mind me. Hey, the mountain that I spotted before. Anyway. Also, the fact that they introduced it in one of the first trailers as like an ancient Sinnoh definitely helps. You think that it is an ancient Sinnoh. Okay, we're up to the gate. He has to ask the person. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive her. Forgive me bringing her into the village for a bit. Guardsman doesn't care. I bet when she grows up. Don't mind me being a bit perverted. She looks very worried. I would be too. It's a new place. And all the people start talking bad about her. It's a little entertaining, honestly. It's a nice little place. It looks a bit like oh, this way if you please. It sort of feels like it feels like the Wild West, and I don't know 100% know why. Jubillife Village, it's come a long way since the thing to sort of find people in the Galaxy Expedition team. The road we're on is known to the locals as Canela Avenue. He goes by really fast. That's quite the outfit right there. Where did you come from? Are you a recruit? Scarcely built 2 years ago, the village. Might be a tad bit curious, but do follow me, please. She says I was a strange child. I've never seen that child here before. Where do you come from? That's quite the outfit right there. A new recruit for the Survey Corps, maybe? Corps? Where do you come from? And yet we know that so little of the local Pokemon people hesitate to step outside the village. What manner of dress is that? Shh! Quiet, she'll hear you. Oh no, is she coming this way? Understand you must be a cat. Follow me. Follow me. You're probably curious. We're not supposed to talk to strangers, you know? Who's that with the professor? Probably should have gone in a different order. Anyway. Oh, botheration. 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 I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask that you wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here, then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Do you like my improv ASMR? Where I go around the mic and see how it works. Don't mind it. I did this last time as well. I like seeing the bars go up. Don't mind me. I just wanted to do it again. And by the way, that is a very complicated sort of Team Galaxy logo. Oh, anyway. Your ARC phone is beeping. It's getting faster. Somehow, it seems to show you where you need to go next. Because some god has for some reason taken an interest in a small child who's fallen between dimensions because... story. Yeah, I know the minus button. I know how it all works. I got to this point last time. Okay, I'll stop making fun of the game now. Okay, I think this game is supposed to be played handheld. But, you can do that. Zoom out. See Sinnoh. Quite fun. I like the map. And you can... hello? Oh. I think I hear. Zoom in there. Zoom in more. Zoom in even more. Galaxy Hall. I thought that said Galaxy Hell. Okay. Anyway, another observation I made was that looked like it might end up being a daycare of some sort, but I don't think so anymore. I don't know. And yeah. I'm gonna let's take a quick walk around the village. Because this is where I ended last episode. We're here 2 minutes sooner. On my way to speedrunning the game. Just kidding. What if I exit? What if I try to exit? Whoa there! It's dangerous beyond these gates. You should stay inside the village. Okay. I do the same tone every time. You should stay inside the village. That's better. What's up with you? Hi. And teeth. I've never seen quills quite like yours, Han. Where might they be from? Looks like a Lola to me, ma'am. Short sandals, short sleeves. That looks like we should be able to wander in there and break all the pots. Anyway. Looks like it's under construction. Haircutting facility. Edith. A new hairstyle means a fresh look. And a fresh look lets you change your fortunes. Probably a woman. Whatever. She can have a masculine voice. Whatever. Joy. Now, how might you be? I haven't seen you around in the village before. Oh, it's sort of like a train. No? I'm guessing that's a shop. Yeah, it looks like a berry shop. Look at that. Oran, Pitcha, Lepa. Pokeballs. It is just a shop. Oh, nice. Okay. As I said, I think we're gonna go probably 40, maybe 50 minutes. Let's see. Let's go for 45. Dude, who doesn't like us and has very wooden movements, especially head movements. Benny. Well, now.
Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious?
I saw Laventon's previous voice because I thought it'd be hard on my voice, and now I'm giving this guy like my evil voice.
The wallflower is for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Move along.
Oh, just sneak in. Hey, look at that dude. Friendly looking fellow. Who in the world are you, and what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. Excuse me? Do I need to explain how long it took me to choose this outfit? Anyway. For you to get in there, someone must have vouched for you. They don't trust outsiders, which is interesting. Was it Professor Laventon? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Oh, interesting. Explains why he doesn't look super similar to everybody, I guess. Not the most reliable sort, though. Letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon drubbed me with a move called Thundershock. Ouch. Hopefully it got mainly your clothes. Damn. I might have corralled him for sure. But the professor, well... Nice moccasins, sir. They look like snails. Anyway. Oh.
Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it lightly.
Hey, wait, REI. I know of a business called REI. And Ray's a member of IVE. Funnily enough, I got a... Yes, when I first tried recording the original video, I got a notification from IVE subreddit saying that... Well, not exactly Ray, but... That data. And Ray's a member of... Okay, whatever. Ack!
Ssuueeccrraa has agreed to help us with our Pokédex.
He's a rival. He looks kind of cute. As in, she's gonna join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'll allow it, whoever. Gah? Sup, person. Sup, dude. With no eyebrows. Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Celine. I'm gonna try to give Celine a robotic voice, because that sounds like the kind of voice that they'd have. Hello, I am Celine. Okay. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped him secure his Pokémon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. That's fun. You appear to be 15 or so. Damn, I'm bad at judging ages. Anyway. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow, we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Uh-huh. Oh, shoot.
Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor.
That is quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. I wonder how that'll sound, my robotic voice will sound when I redo it. Or, not redo it. I don't want to redo this again. I wonder how it'll sound when I, listen back to it. I think it'll sound nice, I hope.
Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter.
Oh, that's why he sort of sounds like pseudo-British. I don't know.
The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh?
Well, depending on the meal, it might end up being pheasant conversation.
Benny, old chum, the usual potato mooch, if you please. But make it for 3 today.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful stuff, Benny.
Ooh, I gave this guy the evil voice. I don't know. He looks like he's supposed to be wall-sitting. I don't know.
Much obliged. Your potato moochie never failed, please.
I don't know. Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor?
Oh, well, you know of that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift?
Okay. How do they know it's a rift of space and time? I don't know. Seems oddly convenient, but whatever.
Our new fat friend fell right out of it.
Was that a joke? He doesn't have that kind of sense of humor. Anyway. Okay. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh! I'm actually trying to do voices for characters this time, which I like. It's fun to try to come up with new voices, or come up with voices for characters, in my opinion at least. I hope you all will enjoy it, even if they do end up being a bit obnoxious at some points. Don't worry, I'll try to make them sound better, and I'll try to give each one a friendly joke. I mean, not joke, friendly charm, whatever.
Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. She fell out of the atmosphere. Now, you already know that there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region.
Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forest, in the ocean, in my pubic hair. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them all and figure out what kind of creatures they are.
Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures.
Not the Pokemon I know, well, okay, depends on the Pokemon. Yeah, Gardevoir will just create a black hole. Yeah, I know I've watched almost every episode of the J-Witz's, like, Pokedex entry series. I know how dangerous, I know. Yeah, whatever.
It's all but impossible to know.
Yeah, excuse me.
It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do.
It's interesting, going back to this time, thinking of, it's an interesting idea for a game. I hope they do well on it, even though they seem to have some anachronisms. Whatever. Okay.
But that's where ssuueeccrraa will come in. She successfully got 3 Pokemon. 3 of them. Quick order. You understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our...
Hold on. The Galaxy team can't throw a ball 3 times. Can't throw 3 balls 3 times.
What?
Is the Galaxy team a bunch of nincompoops or something? I'm sorry, but it seems like it'd be really easy to just hurl a ball. Like, You don't exactly have to go up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. And then go like start A, B. Down, down, up, up, left, right, left, right. It's nothing complicated anyway.
We can finally begin our Pokemon research team in earnest.
That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we managed to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. It is interesting. They didn't really even try to attack me. Probably either starters, honestly. I'm wondering if that's what's special about the starters, because I don't know. They're too friendly.
Ah, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that.
Good thing she's being controlled by a player and not her brain. Hold on.
Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Our captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mooch, you see. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge.
I'm gonna need to change his voice. We're almost done. We'll see. Whatever.
I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough.
Nice. Good to rein in stress eating.
Now, have your fill, ssuueeccrraa. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again.
Nice. So this is... It's almost like... It feels sort of Old Westian still. Like, I don't know, I keep thinking of like work camps where... Or... I don't know. Yeah, like... Somewhere, well, where you do labor for food and shelter and stuff. Anyway.
The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky.
That doesn't sound like eating, that sounds like rustling of silverware. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to mention how good the sky looks. Anyway.
That was quite delicious indeed.
You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know we won't get to have ssuueeccrraa join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Come on, I played through Alola. I've passed at least, like... 9? I've forgotten how many trials are in the Alola region, sorry. Well, I've passed all of them. Ultra Sun and Moon and Sun and Moon. Anyway. Well, not Sun and Moon. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And Sun. Okay, anyway.
Not to worry, I have complete confidence in ssuueeccrraa's skills.
Let's hope it is not misplaced. Ssuueeccrraa was it. Why is your name so damn long? Can't you just shorten it down to ssuueeccrraa? I don't know. I chose that. Oh, interesting. Celine also capitalizes the first letter. Interesting. For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Okay. Cool. Over there. But if you fail to pass the trial, excuse me. It is weird for a robot to make such a mistake, sorry. Self-destruction. Just kidding. We put to you. But if you fail to pass the trial that we put to you tomorrow, you must move on.
you'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Quite the stakes. Quite the stakes to put on for a 15-year-old. Just quite. No wonder I'm glad I gave them a good, a nice robot voice. I don't know. Okay. Captain Celine's like Hisui in a way. They're both harsh. Shoot. Oh no. Oh no, Ray! You've turned into a robot! No! Okay. Captain Celine's like Hisui in a way. They're both plenty harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend hasn't had enough falling for one day.
She only fell once. I mean, it was a very long fall, but again, that was only once. Okay.
And with that, I bid you both a good night.
Okay, so after this, yeah, sleep tight. After this, we should be able to. Ooh, nice and night. Still, people falling from the sky? That's some kind of story. Can't wait to make that the thumbnail. Okay, finally, we're gonna save. Hey, nice. Okay, and I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'd say this is probably one of the better episodes I've ever produced, but I mean, if you want to see the rest of my shit show of a channel, feel free. If you like this video and want me to do more, which I probably will do anyway, feel free to like. If you want more of my shenanigans, feel free to subscribe. I'll be playing more of Legend Arceus, and I'll also be... I should be continuing on my Minecraft series where I'm doing a hardcore nomadic playthrough where I'm getting all the advancements. I'm calling it Han right now. Yeah, that'll be fun. I've been slacking off on that series, but I'll get to doing it more regularly later. And also, I do some beatboxing. I'd say it's subpar, but it's beatboxing nonetheless. And anyway, thank you for watching, and stay safe. Goodbye.